Stephanie White believed she had seen it all, but she was taken aback when she saw Caitlin Clark exercise with Brianna Turner. This wasn't just another workout. It was something significant. Although Caitlin Clark has always been competitive, the WNBA is now extremely cautious. The second question is, what specifically did she do that left her coach speechless? When Clark paired up with Brianna Turner, her already intense off-season took on a whole new dimension. Although we were aware that Clark was dedicated to becoming better, this was the next step. Stephanie White thought Clark would return better, but this isn't what she's seeing. As soon as Clark and Turner took the court together, it was evident that she was not only more powerful, but also more intelligent, quick, and in control than before. Defenders attempted to bully Clark last season, but this season, she is the one bringing the violence. One of the WNBA's hardest defenders, Brianna Turner, put Clark to the test in every manner imaginable. Double teams are subject to full-court pressure body checks. However, Clark did more than just manage it. She controlled it. Coach White was astounded by what she was witnessing. Turner is renowned for stopping top scorers, but she had trouble against Clark. That is the extent of Clark's development. She's just beginning at the frightening section. Caitlin Clark and Brianna Turner have faced their share of challenges. These two rivals have always been on opposing sides, pushing one another to their limits, whether it was in college or the WNBA. However, now that they are on the same side, the outcomes are horrifying for the league as a whole. One of the WNBA's most renowned defenders, Turner, has mentored Clark. Additionally, the two have been working really hard during the offseason. The degree of dedication and intensity is extraordinary. And for Caitlin Clark, this might be the turning point she's been waiting for. To comprehend why this collaboration is so significant, we must return to its beginnings. At Wnba, Brianna Turner first gained recognition as a lockdown defender. Although she wasn't the most impressive player or the highest scorer, Dame, who excelled in college and later in the WNBA with the Phoenix Mercury, had a quality that made her unique. Her defense, she could protect anyone, including strong forwards and swift guards. Her ability to foresee and block shots to ruin the attacking player's day, it was unparalleled. Conversely, Clark was always the offensive star. From her early WNBA games until her time at Iowa, where she broke records, there was never any doubt about her ability to score. Her capacity to cope with the league's toughness was questioned. Although she had the abilities, Clark's first season revealed that defenses were making her life difficult with their double teams, full-court pressure, and raw power. And Brianna Turner, the very defender who used to cause her trouble, would be the best person to help her get ready. When Turner and Clark paired up this offseason, it wasn't just to get some shots up. Rather, it was a full-fledged war, and neither party gave up easily. Every drill was a battle, with Clark repeatedly attacking Turner and stopping her. The frightening part is that Clark continued to improve. One of the greatest trainers in the world, Keith Porter, is currently helping Caitlin Clark become even more powerful, quick, and intelligent on the basketball court. But first, let's take a closer look at Keith Porter and why he is so crucial to Caitlin. Basketball trainer Keith Porter helps athletes become better players by teaching them more than just how to shoot or dribble. He also makes them stronger, tougher, and more self-assured. He has coached some of the world's top athletes to ensure they are prepared for any obstacle. He is currently working closely with Caitlin Clark, encouraging her daily to be the greatest version of herself when she takes the court. How does training with Keith Porter look? It's really difficult. It's not at all simple. Caitlin doesn't simply appear and fire off some rounds. She spends endless hours exercising, jogging, leaping, lifting weights, and repeating the same exercises. By increasing her stamina, Keith ensures that she doesn't feel fatigued during games and can sprint up and down the court without slowing down. In addition to helping her become stronger so she can defend herself against defenders, Keith also helps Caitlin change her perspective. Basketball is more than just strength and speed. It's also about planning ahead and maintaining composure when things go rough and defenders are all over you. Caitlin maintains her confidence and focus thanks to Keith's instruction. He helps her learn how to make decisions quickly, how to make room and prevent turnovers so she can get the greatest shots. Although Caitlin has always been one of the world's most diligent athletes, she is training at an entirely new level now that Keith Porter is with her. They get up early every day and go to work. No shortcuts, no excuses, just hard effort. Caitlin and Keith continue to strive even after a demanding practice day because they understand that being the best requires putting in more effort than anybody else. The frightening thing comes next. At the very least, Caitlin is still getting better than the rest of the WNBA. She is stronger, quicker, and more intelligent than ever before thanks to Keith. And she is only just beginning. She is prepared to dominate this season, and no defense will be able to stop her with ease. Caitlin Clark is going to be unstoppable with Keith Porter on her side. So if you thought she was excellent last season, wait. It is indisputable that Clark has changed physically. Teams used physical defense to shove her around last season in an attempt to break her flow, but this time it won't work. Clark has put on a lot of muscle, particularly in her upper body. When defenders try to push her off her spot, she doesn't move. Instead, she makes contact. Her lower body strength has also increased, making her even faster and more explosive. She can therefore draw up for a quick stop. Mid-range jumpers and powerfully raise. She used to be forced into difficult shots by defenders, but now she controls the game. She experienced every bit of it in Turner. It's already difficult to defend Clark, but now that she has this extra power and speed, it's getting impossible. What's even more horrifying is Clark is not only more intelligent, but also stronger. Defenders forced her off the three-point line last season, forcing her to make challenging mid-range shots, which was one of her main flaws. Clark, however, spent hours honing her mid-range game during the off-season. Now, when defenders close in on her three, she doesn't panic. Instead, she stops abruptly and makes flawless pull-up jumpers. If they play her too tight, she blows right by them. When Clark and Turner fought during practice, Coach White witnessed this firsthand. Each time Turner made a change, Clark retaliated. Clark has a solution for every defensive tactic and pressure scenario. That is the hallmark of a top player, and it goes beyond that. Coach White is helping Clark develop into a true leader rather than just concentrating on her scoring. Clark was the franchise's face last season, but she is now the floor general. She has been urged by Coach White to speak up more, take charge of the offensive, and support her teammates. Stephanie White is startled because she is learning how to manage the game and breaking down defenses on tape. She is no longer just responding to defenders. She is now in control of everything. It takes most players years to reach this level of comprehension, but Clark has already done so. Let's also discuss the Fever's new offense, which is designed to help Clark succeed. As the main scorer and facilitator, Clark had to do everything last season. Go-to-option defenses surrounded her, and Indiana lacked the weapons to relieve the load. However, Turner is changing that this year. Finally, Dana Bonner and Natasha Howard-Clark are able to assist. This translates into a more potent Indiana offense with fewer double teams and improved floor spacing. Coach White has already creating plays that make the most of Clark's abilities, more opportunities for Clark to take advantage of opponents, more off-ball movement, and quick-hitting plays. She is finally getting clean looks instead of always making her own pictures. And the initial results are amazing. Clark is more productive. The team is more evenly distributed, and the Fever appears to be a serious challenger for the first time. However, this is even more remarkable. Clark has advanced to a new level in his mental game. She is more psychologically resilient than ever in addition to being physically stronger. She is embracing the task and utilizing every skeptic as fuel, so she isn't fazed by the pressure or criticism. She works out daily to improve her skills and make sure she's ready for whatever comes next. She is more confident than ever. She is aware that she is the best player on the court and that no one can stop her. Despite having worked with some of the best in the game, Coach White acknowledges that Clark has a different drive. Clark isn't just here to compete. She's here to take over. If you think she's going to stop here, think again. She's already planning her next moves, working on her defense, expanding her shot selection, and becoming even more unstoppable. She's playing for her team, her city, and every single fan who believes in her. That's why this season is about more than just basketball. It's about proving something to herself, the league, and the world. This is only the beginning, and the WNBA is going to have a harsh awakening if they believed they had Caitlin Clark figured out. Therefore, the question still stands. Can Clark lead the team to a title this year, the year she wins MVP? Everything is in place. Now it's up to her. Leave your opinion in the comments below if you believe Caitlin Clark will surprise everyone this season.